In this tutorial, we are going to talk about characters. What you should note is that characters are the same as, or they can be likened to strings in other programming languages. So for this tutorial, let's take character to be the same as strings in other programming languages such as Python and then C or Java. So let's proceed. So in R, if you want to create a character, then you have to place everything in quotes. So you can put it in double quotes like this one here. We have one double quote here. We also have another double quote here. So in between the two double quotes, you place your string or your text in it. You can also use a single quote instead of the double quote. So if you start with single quotes, you should end with a single quote. Okay, so this is how we create characters in R, or let's also say strings. So let's get started. So I'll clear the screen and then we can start. So let's first create a character. Let's create our first character. Let's say hello world. So I'll place my text in quotes. Okay, so I have my double quote. Let me start again. So I'll just start my double quote. If you're using RStudio, then automatically the second double quote is also added. So in between them, you have to type. So I'll say hello world, and then I'll hit the enter button. So I have it displayed for me. Let's use single quotes. So I'll just use single quotes. I'll also do the same. So I have my hello world. Perfect. What you should know that here we are using the interactive mode of RStudio. Okay, so that means that whatever command we type, we will get the output or the result instantly. So here I just typed the character straight away, but you can assign this to a variable. So let's do that. Let's say my car, and let's assign the hello world to this variable. So I'll just add my equals to symbol here, and then I'll type hello world. I'll use double quotes this time. So now if I want to display it, I'll just say print, and I'll type my car. Okay, I'll type my car like this, and then I will hit the enter button. So it has been displayed for me. So you can do it straight away like this, or you can assign to a variable. Okay. So if, let's say, you have your quotes, you have your source code, you are editing, then it's advisable to just put everything here like this, and then you can later use them. Okay, so that's how we do it. Now, if you want to confirm the data type, today we are talking about characters. So if you want to confirm the data type, you can just say type of, and then let's just say my car like this. So we have that here. So you have character. So this is what we are dealing with. Okay, perfect. Now, if you want to get the length of a character, or if you want to take a look at the number of elements that form that character, you can use the word nchar. So I can say nchar, now type my car. Like this. And then I'll hit the enter button. So I have 11. Okay, so that's what I have here. So why do we have 11? If you count, we have hello, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have world, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we have 10. But we have 11 here. Why do we have 11? This is because there is a space here. So spaces are also considered as characters. Okay, so aside the alphabet here, there is a space character. So the space character has been added. That's why we have 11. So take note that in R, we have text. We also have other characters, and they are all characters to R. Okay, so we have 11 in total. If you add another space here, it will become 12. So take note of that. Now let's continue. So that's how we get the length of a character. Now let's proceed. Now with characters, it's possible to combine them. Okay, so we can say concatenating characters or concatenating strings. Okay, so in this tutorial, I'm using the word character and then strings interchangeably. They all refer to the same thing here. They all refer to situations where we are placing everything in quotes, double or single. So take note of that. So let's see how we can combine characters or strings. So to do that, we will use the paste function. So let's create two names here. Let's say name 1. Let's say equals data. And then name 2. Let's say science. I have that here. Okay. If let's say I want to combine these names, I can use the paste function. So I can say paste. Okay, we have two types of paste here. We will go to this one, but now we are dealing with this one here, the first one. So that's paste. And then when I issue this command, I'll just add my parentheses or brackets, and then I'll specify the text I want to combine. So I have name 1, comma, name 2. So let's execute this command. So we have that here. You can assign this whole operation to another variable. So let's say full name. You can say paste name 1, name 2. Now you can print it. So you can say print full name. And then we can have it here, data science. Okay, so you can also do this. You can also say paste maybe a, let's just say, if you want to just type everything here, you can do that here as well. And then you can just hit the enter button. So we have that here. So we have everything combined or concatenated for us. So that's how we do it. You should note that here with the paste command, okay, you can also add separators. So here the default separator is a space character. So that's why we had data, space, and then science. But if let's say you want to change the separator, if let's say you want to separate them with another character, then you can specify that. By default, the separator is space. So if you want to change this separator, you can use the sep arguments. So you have to specify that. But before that, let's just look at the classical one. So there's the default one. So the default one is paste name 1, name 2, and then you have space. And then you have sep like this, and then equals to. So here the default is a space character. This is the default one. Okay, so if I want to change it and then use maybe a comma, then I just have to say paste. Let me just do this. Let me go to a new screen. Yeah, so if I want to use a comma separator, just type space. So if I want to use a comma separator, just type paste, and then I just say data, comma, science, comma, and then the sep here equals, and then I'll bring my comma. So the comma should also be in quotes. So my quotes, and then I bring my comma. So I can now issue this command. So if I do that, I'll have the comma, okay, separating the two. So that's how we combine characters in R. Now, if you want to combine them without any separator, then there's another function, that is the paste 0. So if you want to combine strings or characters without any separator, we use paste 0. So we can say paste 0. I bring my data, comma, science. And then I have that here. So notice that we have all of them merged together like this. So let's just do it again. Let's say paste 0. This time I'll use the variables. So I have name1, name2, and then I'll execute the command. Perfect. So that has also been done nicely for us. So this is how we combine strings in R, or characters in R. Okay. So now that you are done with this tutorial, I would like you to watch the next video, which shows you how to print or display characters and strings.